What's up, everybody? My name is Joshua Gibson, a husband, a father, a business owner, and now a health enthusiast. This podcast is about living good so you feel better. And yes, I know, that's bad grammar, but it just sounds better, okay? Now, living good can mean physical health, what you eat, what you drink, spiritual health, mental health, or even enhancing and cultivating the relationships with the people around you. Today, our main focus will be physical health and what it's like to make a decision for yourself that will change and impact your life. But before we get into it, I want to hit y'all with the scripture for this season. Colossians 3:23. Work willingly at whatever you do as though you were working for the Lord than for people. I'm gonna say it again. Work willingly at whatever you do as though you are working for the Lord rather than people. Make sure you follow Juicing with Josh. That is juicing_with_Josh. Also, the page for this podcast, which is Live Good, Feel Better Pod. There's an underscore in between each word. Now, let's get into this intro for our phenomenal guest. Y'all ready? Okay, let's go. Today's guest exemplifies what it looks like when you go against the grain. She proves that you can do whatever you put your mind to while creating a new destination for yourself. People like her don't just accept what the world gives them, but they change the rules and give the world a light that is needed. If you look at her plate, you won't find meat, but you might find jackfruit, pulled barbecue jackfruit dumplings instead of chicken dumpling, and even healthy alternatives for classic ramen noodles. We are gonna manifest right now that when she does drop her cookbook, not if, but when she drops her cookbook, she's gonna sell over 500 copies in the first week. She is a trailblazer for her family, someone who is changing the idea of what a good lifestyle looks like, from exercise to diet. Y'all help me give it up for Shayna Henderson. Yo. What's going on?
Hey.
So the first thing I want to talk about, I do want to go all the way back to your childhood just to like learn about who you are as a person.
Uh-huh.
But before we do that, I do want to take it to 2015.
Yeah.
I think that's the year when we worked at the bank. I don't want to say the name, but when we worked at the bank.
Yeah.
Talk about like who you were then, what you were going through.
Ooh, what I was going through. So then I was 19.
Really?
Yeah. Remember, I was the youngest on the team.
I can believe it. I was probably like one of the oldest, which is
I was
crazy.
the baby with the baby on the way. So yeah, I was 19, pregnant, was just living, experiencing. I feel like it was just blinders on, I feel like.
That's what I was thinking, because if my memory is correct, you weren't like plant-based
No.
or like on any type of health journey at that time, right?
Nope. I had a regular American diet,
Yep.
the dairy, the meat. But it actually, at that time, though, the conversation did come up as far as, because like I said, I was pregnant at the time. So me and my daughter's father, talked about, a healthier lifestyle, because he was a personal trainer. So like that, so we talked about, raising her, differently, and eating healthier and stuff like that. So we did like start implementing little things and just trying different things and, looking up different things at that time, but it wasn't like fully implemented or anything at the time. But
Right.
that's actually when it started, like the conversation. That's, I feel like he probably like the first adult I ever seen even work out.
Really?
Yeah.
So would it be safe to say that he was like an influence, or at least like a spark, like
Yeah,
to
definitely.
your health journey?
Definitely. Whether I want to
Nice.
admit it or not. But yeah.
I know. Well, it's all, we on the podcast now, so hopefully he'll skip
Yeah.
over this part.
Yeah, he would though.
Before we get into like how you like officially got into it and everything, I do want to go all the way back to just like who you are as a person. Like I know you said like you ate the standard American diet. Like I feel like we all did.
Uh-huh.
So talk about like how you grew up, what you ate, what your mom or your dad cooked, all that, and then kind of transition into when you got to the point of eating healthy and bettering yourself.
Like I said, it was pretty standard American, you got your chicken, you got the beef, the pork. So my favorite was chicken and macaroni.
Mm.
But chicken and french fries, that's
Yep.
go-to. When I think about it, it's a lot of different phases that I went through because I almost gave myself diabetes actually, because I was highly addicted to sugar. I used to eat snacks all day. That was pretty much my meals, is snacks all day. So like I think I was about 15 or so. Yeah, I was pre-diabetic. I almost gave myself diabetes from eating so much sugar.
Wow.
But yeah, growing up, it was pretty standard. Like I said, my favorite was chicken and macaroni. We stayed pretty typical.
What was it inside that made you say, I need to change my life. I need to go plant-based?
Um, Honestly, it was in 2020. 2020, I feel like that's when they really started tampering with the food because I tasted it. It was the meat was nasty. Like
Yep.
I I would cook it, I would clean it, I would cook it, and I would just throw it away. I couldn't even eat it. I couldn't take the smell of it. I couldn't take the look of it when I was cleaning it, and I couldn't take the taste of it.
Mm.
So it started in 2020. I was just like, this tastes weird. And then I was seeing other people say the same thing. I'm like, okay, so I'm not tripping. Like, it's not just me that's feeling like this. So um I had stopped eating meat for a little while. And then like I was still eating meat or whatnot at that time, but I had definitely slowed down on eating meat and I was still eating like dairy and stuff like that. Um, but I just wouldn't have meat. And then it came when did I move here? 2022 when I moved to Georgia.
Well,
So
you're in Georgia right now?
mhm,
Okay.
yep.
I don't know. I was thinking you were still in Michigan.
No, I moved in 2022.
Nice.
Yep.
Congrats.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, definitely best decision I ever made. Best
Yes.
decision I ever made. But even before that, okay, so like I said, the food and stuff was tasting weird to me. So I was like, um, the working out part of my journey started in 2018. So that's when I started working out, but I wasn't really eating healthy at that time. So the eating healthy part started more so 2020, 2021. Like I said, when the food was just tasting weird. So then I was just implementing certain things. I was doing research. I was trying different herbs and incorporate more fruits and vegetables into my diet. And then incorporating the working out part as well. I still didn't fully transition at the time because that was main a part of the reason why I left as well. Because I'm like, I feel like the lifestyle I want to live, I can't do it here. Like I don't feel like
Mm.
we have the resources to be to do what I want to do properly. So I was still slowly implementing things. And then when I moved here 2022, I honestly don't even remember how it happened. I just remember my brother asking me, did I want to try to go vegan? So that was in October. And we did it into Thanksgiving. So like, you want to try to go vegan for 40 days? I was like, yeah, sure. And we just did it cold turkey.
So you made it 40 days vegan cold turkey.
Hmm.
Was that challenging? Was it freeing? Were you hungry? Like what was that experience like? Because I have a similar experience, but
Uh-huh.
it sounds like you went all the way plant-based, but like
Yeah.
what was your experience like just cold turkey being vegan?
So I'm kind of an extremist, so I just like to do things cold turkey. I just if I feel like something got too much control over me, I'm doing it too much or whatever, I'll just completely cut things out cold turkey. So it wasn't super difficult. I think the most difficult part was just figuring out what to eat. So like at the time we probably eating a lot of potatoes and
Yep.
rice 'cause like that's the easiest thing to get. And then like as far as like I was out a lot, so it's like something fast. So what can I eat? Potatoes.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much how it started. It's like, oh, we can't keep doing this. So, then you just start doing research, as far as like vegan meals to make and stuff like that. So then I would think about what it was that I ate when I wasn't vegan, and then I just found a recipe or created a recipe and made it vegan. So, but it wasn't super difficult. One, because I feel like where I'm at, like I said, in Georgia, so I have more resources. And the energy and everything is just different.
Yeah.
Um, my mindset was different, and then um, I just built a little different.
I
So,
mean that I remember that from the PNC, or I guess I wasn't supposed to say it, but whatever. From back from the in the PNC days, I kind of
right.
remember you being that way, and you moved to Georgia,
Hmm.
and you said the energy is different. Obviously, I'm sure the
Yes.
restaurant options are 10 times better
Yeah.
than was here in Michigan. Do you think that made it easier to be around a new group of people? Like, did you deal with like the opinions of like family and friends? Maybe like making little side jokes or
Mhm.
trying to offer you like, oh, like you sure you don't want this chick? Like, how did that transition work out?
Honestly, I didn't get a lot of that at all. Like, I thought
Really?
I would, but at the same time, they know I don't really care what anybody thinks. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do me regardless. So they was, actually me and my brother, because we both made the transition at the same time. But yeah, honestly, us doing that opened the door for my family. Now they're more curious. Now
Mm,
they're starting to implement healthier things into their lifestyle as well. So I feel like I was the person to like start this for everybody, to show everybody that it can be done, and the benefits of it, because I feel like they seen the results of it just from me physically. I look different. I feel
yeah,
different. I sound different. Everything about me is different. So when people see that, people need proof before they start doing something. So they
yep,
see that proof, so they didn't even question anything.
yeah.
When it was time for me to move, they didn't question. They felt it on me like, yeah, it's time for you to go. So everything that I've been doing since then, no, that haven't been questioned at all, because the results have just been proving themselves.
That's why I said that in your intro that you were like a trailblazer for your family.
Hmm.
Like I said, we haven't really talked for real in
Right.
like 10 years, but somehow I just had that feeling like really anybody that makes like a huge change like that,
Hmm.
I know like their friends and family are looking at them like, okay, like Shayna was this way before,
Hmm.
and now because of what she's doing and what she's implementing, she's a whole another person. What do you think is the biggest change that has happened for you since you've switched over to plant based?
It's so many things. It's the clarity that I get, the calmness that I have. Um, I feel like I could see. Like, like sometimes when you daydreaming and it's like your vision is kind of blurry a
Yeah,
bit until you like get out of that daydreaming trance. Like I feel like the whole time like I was in a daydream. It's like now I can like really see. I'm like, oh wow.
mm.
Things just it's like things are all around us in our face every day, but we don't see it. And now it's like I see everything.
It
Oh,
kind of like expound on that a little bit, like feel free to go as deep or
I'm like,
whatever.
real
Like,
deep. It gets really deep.
I mean, yeah,
Get ready
please. I
for that.
mean, because I'm right there with you.
Okay, because I'm like, yeah, I get real deep with it. But yeah, it's like I said, I think it's being here as well. The energy is just it's lighter. Like when I go home, I feel like it's a dark cloud. When I get here, it's like the sky is the limit. Like you can be anything that you want, and anything that you're interested in, you can find that group of people here.
Yeah,
And so they give you that, that knowledge, that insight. But yeah, that the main thing is just the clarity and the calmness, that it gives me. And then energy, like my energy is totally different. I have more energy than I had before. I feel better. Like, when you eat, you get that itis and you go to sleep.
yep,
But then they tell us that our food is supposed to give us energy.
yep.
So it's like, how is it doing the opposite? So something got to be wrong with this equation. How
Hey,
is the food that y'all telling us that we're supposed to eat that's on this food pyramid? It's supposed to give us energy, but then when we eat it, we go to sleep. Like I can,
hey, I didn't ask you to come on here and preach. You I mean, like, I literally just said the same thing, a couple days ago. Like,
Mhm.
the itis is not natural.
No, it's not.
Like, to eat a whole bunch of food and then, like, our bodies are so exhausted because we fill up our guts
Yeah.
with all this unnecessary processed food or something, even if it is good food, and then
Yeah.
we're wasting all of our energy trying to digest what
Mhm.
we
That's
just
exactly
consumed.
that's why it makes you go to sleep because then when you go
Yep.
to sleep, that's what your body does when it sleeps. It's digesting your food. It's working to, clear it out. So,
Yeah. Trying to figure out, like, why this person eat so much? Now I gotta work
mhm.
hard to.
But that's another thing too is the overeating. We
Yep.
overeat. We don't need to eat. They tricked us to eating 3 meals and 2 snacks a day. We don't need to eat that much.
Come on. And that's one thing I have been so I'm not plant-based yet. I know we
Mhm.
talked about that, like, briefly before we got on here, but I have been doing intermittent fasting. I'll eat between 12 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Mhm.
Outside of that, I can have fresh pressed juice that I make. I can have tea or I can have water.
Mhm.
Nothing else. Like, I've been sleeping better. You
Yep.
talk about the energy, I've been having more energy. They tell us the exact opposite. Like, oh, you need 3 meals a day
Yep.
to make sure you have energy, to make sure you're healthy, to make sure your body is nourished, but you don't.
Yep.
And, like, you think about
To keep you sleep.
metaphorically and physically
Right. But
to
then when
keep
you
you.
actually go to sleep, you're not getting proper sleep because your body is working overtime to process the food that you ate.
I'm a huge snacker and I'm
Mhm.
working through, like, conquering that.
Mhm.
But, like, I used to eat, like, right before I go to sleep, like ice cream or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, some chips, like, just right before I go to sleep, and then wonder why I'm waking up every 2 hours.
Yep.
Like, ever since I implemented the intermittent fasting, I sleep all night, I'm dreaming,
Yep.
I'm
That's
in
what I'm
REM
saying because
sleep,
the
so
dreams are way more vivid too.
man,
Yeah, that's another thing that I noticed too with it, and I noticed too with the snacking, and a lot of times even with the eating, it's out of boredom. Like juice fast, like multiple times. So, um, I recently did one. What was that? August, September. I think we did like a 21-day one. The longest one I did was like 90 days. It was
really?
juicing, but I did implement raw too.
Okay,
It was juice, and then sometimes I'll eat like a salad or like an acai bowl. But with that, like when I'm just doing just straight juice, and I'm like, it's boring. It is boring. I ain't gonna lie, it's boring because like when you're out all day or if you're at work, what you look forward to when you get home, that good meal. So when
a
you come
snack,
home, you're
yeah.
like, I got juice.
And it's not, yeah, you
That's
really have
it.
to change your mind to, like,
Yeah,
be happy about healthy food until you really are happy about it.
yeah. That's why I came to that realization. I'm like, it's just out of boredom. You just want to do something. You wanna keep yourself occupied doing something.
Yeah, and again, that goes back to how we were raised. We always have to be putting something in our mouth,
Yeah,
and we don't need it.
yeah,
We're exhausting our bodies.
yeah.
One thing I do want to ask, like, do what challenges did you go through? I know you said you went cold turkey, which
Mhm,
is amazing. I don't know if I could do that.
mhm.
Like, did you have any challenges, any setbacks, like you or your brother, with going cold turkey? Do you miss anything? Do you sometimes fall back and sneak a piece of chicken when nobody's looking? Like,
I mean, yeah, we definitely had setbacks here and there, and I don't even call it a setback. You know, we human. We having a human experience, and it's not like I do that on a regular. But it definitely had some
right.
setbacks in there. But it wasn't never nothing major. It might have been say I got some food somewhere and they left some cheese in there. So okay, well I'm eating the cheese today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's nothing major or anything. But I came to the point too where it's like also our body knows what it wants. So it's like if your body is like really, 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 really craving something, just give it to it. And you
Yeah.
can move on with regular scheduled programming after that. We give ourselves these titles, vegan and plant based and stuff like that, and then, act like it's the end of the world if you had a piece of fish
Hmm.
once out of 10 years. It's like,
That's
what we
exactly
do?
what.
Move on. Like, okay,
Yeah,
finish being plant-based, like, it's okay. But, um, so I just listen to my body. I just listen to my body, but, yeah, definitely in the beginning, it was some setbacks for sure. Well, setbacks for sure, but, nothing nothing too major, it's just, figuring out what to eat and how to cook it, so it's a lot of trial and error, but actually, I feel like it made me more creative, cause like, you
yeah,
definitely have to get very creative when it come when especially when you're cooking, if you're not well, even with raw, you gotta get creative,
you,
but
yeah,
what made it easy, like I said, that's how I just think about what I ate when I wasn't vegan, like I said, with, like, the chicken and dumplings, I'm like, "Okay, haven't had that in a while, make it with jackfruit." Can make the jackfruit taste just like the chicken, cause you think about it, if the meat isn't seasoned, are you gonna eat it?
Shayna, you literally. I was just thinking like I'm gonna say that.
Yeah,
Like the seasoning is what makes the meat taste good, and 9 times out of 10, the seasoning is
herb.
plants, oregano. Yeah, so
It's herbs. So it's the herbs that we going for, it's not even the meat. 'Cause if that
exactly.
meat is not seasoned, we eat it. It may be another group that's gonna eat it, but we not gonna eat it.
So yeah, I know. Yeah, no, I was gonna say like as let's just keep it real. Like as a black person who's plant based or just living a healthier life,
Mhm,
most people look like they can't do it because that's not what they were trained to think. But
mhm.
you can make anything taste good.
Yeah.
You can make a mushroom taste like the chicken that you grew up with or
Mhm,
jackfruit. I do want to talk to you about jackfruit.
mhm,
I have tried it like 3 or 4 times. Maybe
mhm,
I'm doing it wrong. Like how? Cause I scrolled through your Instagram and I saw you had like 2 or 3 different meals with jackfruit. Like, how do
mhm.
you make it taste good? Like,
You
kind of give me
you
some
tried to cook
tips.
it yourself?
You said what?
You tried to cook it yourself?
Did I cook it? I think I had jackfruit tacos, and I was just not a fan. And
Mhm.
again, it might have been me, but I didn't make it right.
Oh, so you made it.
I did.
Oh, okay. Like, so you get it like the canned jackfruit?
I did. Yep.
Okay. So what I usually do is, I, rinse everything off or whatever, and I take the seeds out, and I boil it in, uh we got these I don't know if they're there or not, but here we got these not chicken bouillons.
Mm. Yep. I got
So
it. We got it.
okay, yeah, I do. Yeah,
Yep.
so I usually boil in the not chicken bouillon, and then I cook it, saute it, and make it like that because it gets rid of that brine taste
Yeah.
when you boil it. If not, it still can have that brine taste, and
it-
it's
The aftertaste.
yeah. So that's usually my trick with that is I boil it first in some not chicken bouillon.
Mm. I'm gonna take that tip. I'm gonna let you know how it goes. Because the last time I tried jackfruit, I think it had to be. I don't even think my second son was born yet, so it had to be at least 3 years ago. And I tried it like twice, back to
Mhm.
back, and obviously I failed both times. I was just like, yeah, I'm done with jackfruit. But
Yeah, dude,
I do,
I saute it up, like, if you had, like, shredded chicken or something in a skillet,
yeah.
onions in there, garlic maybe or whatever, how you like your tacos, saute it in there and do it like that.
I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try
Yeah,
it again.
yeah.
I've been using like lion's mane
Mhm,
mushroom. And to me, like once you squeeze the mushroom water out of it and you
mhm.
season it, it does taste just like chicken. I know we always say chicken, but it tastes just like chicken.
Yeah, yeah. That's good, it be them herbs.
It's the herbs. So what is so you have a 10-year-old daughter
Mhm.
and I kind of don't believe like she looks just like you. I'm like, is that your like
Don't tell her that.
the dad's genes didn't put up a fight at all?
Until you see him, she look like him to me.
Really? She looks just like you, like copy and paste face. Is she plant based too?
So she's playing baseball when she's at my house.
Mm,
Yep. But when she goes to her dad, he's not playing base. He doesn't eat bad, but he still eats meat.
yeah.
Yeah.
How does she like your plant-based life, your cooking, your meals?
She enjoys the plant-based meals. Our battle is probably the sweets.
Mhm.
But other than that, she does enjoy the meals. So she get the best of both worlds. And she in my house, we eat this way, and then when she's at her dad house, she eat that way. So when she grow up, she can make her own decision.
Yep.
It'll be her life at the end of the day. But no, she eats everything that I cook.
Have you seen her make decisions that you're proud of? Like, you just, like, kinda watch her, like, maybe if she has a choice, she'll choose plant-based
Mhm.
over meat. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, like she knows the benefits of it and she knows why I do it. And then I also I detox her at
Mm.
least once a year. I try to do twice a year. So it's like a herbal detox. So she has to drink like a tea, two
Yep.
teas actually every morning. And like, I actually was really proud of her with that because I didn't think that she was gonna stick to it, but she has. And so when she detoxes, we depending on how strict I do, sometimes I do it where um it's like no meat, no sugar, no carbs,
Mhm.
um, and stuff like that. Um, or I do it to where it's fruits and vegetables. So, but each time, no matter how I did it, she's stayed disciplined to it, and I detox her for a month. She detoxed for a whole month. Yeah,
That's encouraging 'cause
yeah.
I mean,
She
I
be
got a f
counting down though, but she stick to it.
hey, I'm not gonna when I'm on my fast, I count down too. So,
Yeah, that's I'm like, you are ahead of a lot of people, grown people at that. It's like it's not easy. So yeah, I'd definitely be very proud of her with sticking to it.
what benefits do you see, like, when she finishes a detox, does she have more clarity?
If so much information from we get so much information from the foods that we eat, I definitely see it in her. Like I can look at people now and I can see like I'm like you're inflamed. Like I can
Mhm.
see it. So definitely gets rid of a lot of that. It clears out the gut, because most of the time it's just a lot of stuck, stuck.
Yeah.
So clears out all of that. The skin, it makes your skin glow and it, helps with those breakouts as well. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of benefits to detox.
Yep, I'm going on a 10-day juice fast starting on
Okay.
January 5th.
Okay.
And the last time I did a 10-day juice fast, I made it to 6 days.
Uh-huh.
And 'cause I made the mistake of getting on Instagram and
That when you detox, you gotta detox from everything.
yeah,
Because
that's what I learned. Cause like, I'm on Instagram and I'm seeing all this food
Mhm.
and whoever I was following was making a fire looking sandwich, and I was like, "Yeah, this might be my last day with the juice."
Yeah, that that'd be the hardest part is being on Instagram. It's like I see all the good stuff every time I'm detoxing. But honestly, when I'm detoxing, I get the most creative. That's when I be coming up with all the meals to cook. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try this, that. Like, it's lucky just bringing that clarity. Like, yeah, when I get done, be having my list of meals that I'm gonna make.
I wasn't really prepared to do a 10-day juice fast. Cause for one, like, you have to juice.
Yeah,
You have to get enough fruit to make enough juice to satisfy you or whatever, and I had to keep going back to the grocery store and buying fruit, and I felt like I was behind
yeah,
on having enough juice to at least make me satisfied and comfortable
yeah.
to keep going to the
How many
next day.
juices would you drink a day? Like, how many glasses?
I was going uh, honestly, probably like 8 to 10.
Oh my god.
So, I mean,
That's why you couldn't keep no juice in your refrigerator.
I know, but I was trying to supplement for not eating, so I was trying to
Yeah,
make myself full with the juice, which is another mental thing that I had to
yeah,
break. I don't have to have that feeling of being full,
exactly. Because then
and I know that
that's
now. So
borderline into
hopefully,
getting to that itis.
yeah, exactly. And I never had the itis when I was on
Mhm.
the juice fast because I didn't get to that point of being full, but I got to the point of being okay
Yeah,
to keep going, if that makes sense.
yeah, yeah. So what I usually do is like I prep for the week. So I have like 3 or 4 different juices that I make, and I go to the farmer's market and get everything that I need, and I probably go like a Saturday or something, then that Sunday, I get everything prepped, clean, and stuff like that, and just start my juicing. So then I have like a gallon of like three to four different juices, and I just drink one of those juices a day.
Nice.
So if I got 3 juices, I drink one of each one of those a day. But I know y'all men, y'all be like starving.
Yeah.
That's what like it works for me, but y'all be having a whole nother hunger that I don't understand.
And my wife is doing it with me, and I felt like I was probably a bad influence because when I ate my sandwich, she was done too. So we both only lasted 6 days. So
But that's
yeah,
good 6 days for you saying that you wasn't prepared.
right. And that was my first time, so I gotta give
Mhm.
myself some grace.
Yeah, because most people start off with like 3 days, so yeah, 6 days is really good.
You said you went 90 days on a juice fast.
Mhm.
What is your advice to even go 10 or to go 20 or to get to 90 days?
The easiest is to detox from everything. So you're gonna need to detox from those distractions. If you, like you said, when you did yours, those reels come up on Instagram. It definitely makes it harder for sure. So like I try to detox from everything. I get off of social media, um, certain environments. I just don't go. And if you're like a person that can get tempted, and then especially like when you're not eating, you're maybe a little hungry, it's gonna be easier to give in. So I mean, certain tempting environments and distractions, people, whatever the case may be. I would say as far as for people who say that it's not healthy, I don't know how I can really change anyone's mind on that. You just have to, I mean, I'm
But
the
what did you learn? Like, cause I know at one point I thought like not eating is unhealthy. Like if you don't have 3 meals a day, that's unhealthy. Then
mhm,
I evolved to the point where okay, you can have 1 or 2 meals a day and be fine.
mhm,
Now I'm intermittent fasting. I might between 12 and 6, I might fit 2 meals in.
mhm,
But like now we're both at the point where we can do a 6 day juice fast or you
right.
can do a 90 day juice fast. So like at what point did it shift to where you knew for yourself like I can do a juice fast or I can fast some food and know for a fact that I'll not just be okay, but I'll thrive.
See, as I say, like it's a little different for me because I don't really doubt myself. So it's really like a
Mhm.
mental thing. Like I'm like, if I put my mind to it, I could do it. Like, and I know
Love
too,
it.
like if you can control what you eat, then you can do anything. Because that's one of the hardest things to do is to control what you eat and stay disciplined and consistent with that.
Yep.
Like one of the hardest things you could do. If you could do that, is I could do whatever. I could do anything. So really it's just a mental thing. I don't know if I can really convince anybody of that. Cause how did you get convinced? Like you said, before you started off
Hmm.
thinking like
Hey, I'm the interviewer. No, I'm just playing. Nah, I mean,
you just
for
had to
me,
evolve, right?
yeah, I think for me, I evolved through the more I educate myself,
Mhm.
the easier it is.
Yeah.
And if you, I think to your point, if you don't want to educate yourself
Yeah.
or if you're denying the education that's right in front of you, if people are
Mhm.
telling you or you see articles or books, like you said, at that point, you
Yeah.
can't really help anybody. But for me, once I educate myself and I'm like, I can put two and two together. Like, you know what? This does make sense. Despite what I've been told,
Mhm.
based off this new information, this makes sense for my body. This is how my body feels
Yeah.
when I do 2 meals a day or 1 meal a day, or if
Mhm.
I do fast. And when I do it, that's just proof to myself. And
Yeah.
hopefully now, just like for you, it's proof to my family, like it's proof for your family. So I don't know. Maybe I evolved through looking at other people and educating myself
Yeah.
with books and YouTube videos and whatever.
Yeah. You
So
gotta already have like that curiosity of even wanting to
yep,
start and even wanting to change. You gotta be wanting to really change your lifestyle. Be sick and tired sick and tired of what you're doing. When you sick and tired and sick and tired of your own actions or the results that you're getting, then it's gonna open those doors to other things. So when you're open and you're curious and wanting to get the information and then try to apply it, that's when you're gonna be like, okay, this can work for me. But when people
Beautiful.
want to be stubborn and stuck in their ways, I can say improve and do, but it ain't gonna change nothing for them. So people got to want it for themselves. So I
Exactly.
wanted that because most of the time, even when we eat, we're chasing that dopamine hit
Mm-hmm.
that make you dance in your seat. And I'm like, I
And
stopped getting that a long time ago. Like even when you think about it, like it's like the food ain't that as good as it used to be.
yeah.
Even when it's good, it still ain't that.
Now tell me this though. And sorry to interrupt you. Is it not good as it used to be, but because of the education that we have, like knowing like what's in the food, or even that we always knew what's in the food, but we just now know it's not healthy for us. So mentally, it just doesn't taste as good. Or do you think they have messed with the food so much that it's not good, or a combination of both?
Both, definitely both. And then when you go so long without eating it, you try to eat it, you realize how disgusting it is, honestly. Even like sugar. Like I said, I almost gave myself diabetes. I used to eat like a gallon of ice cream a week. There was so much sweets I used to eat. Now,
Yep.
even if it's vegan, I can barely take it. I'm like, this too much. So
Yeah.
even like with stopping eating certain stuff for a long period of time, trying to eat it again, it doesn't hit different. That's like you can actually taste it now because now we done desensitize ourselves so much because we're used to eating it that you haven't changed your taste buds or whatever. So or you haven't cleansed that out your body. So when you try to go back to eat it, it doesn't even taste it. It doesn't taste the same.
It doesn't.
And then they do and they have put a lot of chemicals and different stuff in the food now. It doesn't taste the same. And I tasted that before I even transitioned, which is part of the reason why I transitioned. I'm like,
Yep.
something's not right here. It's way too many ingredients, and I can't pronounce them. I'm like, I'm scared.
Um, I always
Not
tell
for the science
people,
experiment,
it,
and I'm the guinea pig. Mm-mm.
yeah, you keep taking the words right out of my mouth. Like it looks like a science project.
Yeah,
I'm
it is
like, what? It's apple juice. Why does it have all this extra
everything but
stuff?
apples. Natural flavors of
Water,
apples.
water at the most. Apples and water.
I just feel I just feel different. So that's my proof is yeah. And I look better. I feel like I look younger. I go back and look at my old picture, I'm like, I can't even recognize myself.
One of your Instagram captions was, "I like what I see when I'm looking at me."
Mhm.
Was there a time when you didn't like what you saw,
Oh,
and
yeah,
why?
for sure. The most prominent time I could think of is I mean, and that's typical after I had my daughter. It's
Mhm.
like, then you don't recognize yourself, like, "Whoa." And it's like, now you have another human here, so it's like, "Who am I?" But then that was just, like, a dark space I was in at that time too, so it was just like, I definitely did not recognize myself. I used to look in the mirror sometimes and cry, I'm like, "I don't know who this is."
Wow.
And now I see a different version. It's like I clearly see myself. Like I said before, it was like I had blinders on. Like I wasn't seeing, I was just or you know how like the NPCs, like off Grand Theft Auto, how people just be in the background? That's
Yep.
what I felt like. Now I feel like the main character, like I got some control.
Hey.
So I'm the one on the mission.
Yeah, hey, I like that.
Yeah, so now it's just wild. Like I said, just looking at old pictures, I'm like and I can even remember where I was at that time in my life, and I'm like, "Oh my god." And
Yeah.
I don't even do that. I'm not even in that space, or like I said, I don't even look the same. Like, transitioning, like, my skin is brighter, it's clear, like, just everything about me looks totally different. And other people might look like, "Oh, you look the same." No. You can see it in that my eyes.
Yeah.
Looking at my pictures in my eye, they say you can see the soul through your eyes. My soul is different.
So you feel like, yeah, you feel like you were, I can't even think of the word, like, I can't even think of the word. I was gonna say like damper down. Is that a word?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm not gonna cut this out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, you feel like you were just like less, like you were kind of like faded, like the real you was faded out, and now you're like in the forefront.
Yeah, and see, the thing is, like, I feel like, when I go back and think about my whole life, like, I know this is exactly where I was supposed to be. Like, I feel like I always had a level of awareness. I feel like a lot of us have a level of awareness, but our
Hmm.
actions may not always align with that awareness that we have, that we know what we should be doing. Like, yeah, but I'm gonna do something totally different.
Yeah,
Or, the work and the effort that it's gonna take, or you gonna lose certain people or whatever the case may be. So, you still continue to do certain things and to be in this crowd and group of people or to go with what's normal, you
yeah,
know? So it got to that point for me, it was 'cause I'm like, I always kinda been like different and thought different and seen things differently. But I'm just like, "Oh god, I can't save the world." It got overwhelming, so I let it go. I was like, "I can't. My brain hurts." So now I feel like I'm picking that back up. So I'm like, "Yeah, I know I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing."
nice. Now, if you had, it's the last question. I know you said earlier you feel like you can't like impact anybody to change or
Mhm,
make somebody do something that they don't want to do, but let's just say you had a magic wand, but
mhm.
the magic wand was through your words. If you can encourage somebody to change or do the right thing and you knew your words would encourage them, what would you say?
Oh, um, now I will say, I feel like we lead through our actions. Like, I feel like I mean, yeah, you can definitely persuade people with your words as well, but when your words and your actions line up and you have that proof, like I said, with me doing this whole transition, you can see the results on me. You can tell mentally, you can tell physically, emotionally, you could tell verbally, like you could tell in every which way that I've changed. And it's, because of, the lifestyle I'm choosing to be on now. But as far as with my words, I would say, ooh, my got me on this one. Um,
Hey,
that's what I learned too on this journey because it's like I said, you just
well, hopefully the people listening to this podcast
mhm,
will already kind of have that curiosity.
mhm,
So your words are just going to push them over the edge.
yeah, yeah, and I would tell them not to be scared of that curiosity,
Mm,
because you're curious for a reason. So don't fight yourself. Don't fight your intuition. Your intuition is going to guide you. So if you're getting to that point to where you're curious, or it's even coming up on your timeline, because sometimes when we think about stuff and it just be popping up, you might be subconscious thinking about something that be popping up. So I would say like just seek out that curiosity and definitely do your own research. Don't just go off of somebody else's
yeah.
opinions and story or whatever. You can definitely use that to help guide your curiosity a little bit more. But definitely do your own research and experiment on yourself. I feel like one, we letting them experiment on us. Why not run the
Right.
experiment yourself? Because no one should be able to tell you more about yourself, honestly. Even when we go to the doctor, you go to the doctor, you be like, "Oh, this and that hurt," and then they run these tests and like, "We don't find anything." It's like, "Well, I feel this." So you be having to run those tests and those experiments on yourself to see like what's going on. So that's
Yeah.
what I've been doing. I just experiment on myself. I just and trial and error different things to see what works.
And she experiments with stuff she can pronounce, not all
Exactly.
that crap on the back of the box and the ingredient. So
Mhm. Yeah, and I make a lot of stuff from scratch. I don't eat out a lot at all because even people overhype stuff, even the vegan stuff. I'm like, what's it that taste? And then even with the vegan stuff, you don't know what ingredients people are using.
yeah, and that's one thing. Like vegan meat, I used to be like, oh yeah, I'm healthy because I'm eating
Yeah.
this vegan meat. Like I'd rather make my own, like walnuts and mushrooms.
Mhm.
That's all that's in it. But if I go
Yeah.
buy like a a plant-based vegan patty, there's still some stuff on the back of that, and I'm like,
Right, and then it's
what?
impossible or beyond. Impossibly what? Honestly, I'd probably rather eat the meat because, like,
Right.
at least I know where that came from, just keep getting curious, use that Instagram and that TikTok for useful things, we can look
Yep.
at. Because that's how I learned how to, and how I came up with a lot of my different recipes. I was putting different recipes together. I'm looking at TikTok or Instagram, and I'm like, okay, or even Google. Just,
Yeah.
I just stayed curious and I followed through with that curiosity though. So just don't be scared of your curiosity. Don't be scared of anything new or change. Things are constantly changing, and change with it, I would say.
Change with it.
Yeah.
Well, Shayna, thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Thank you, Pat.
It's been 10 years. That's what we're saying. It doesn't seem like it. Like once I feel like we're trauma bonded through working at the bank. So yeah, yes,
Talk about it. Seriously.
all the cars and stuff. Yeah,
Oh my God, I still be hearing the ring.
yep, exactly. Yeah, anybody that's ever worked at a car center understands. That was a cool group of people to work with, though,
Well,
and
that's where we had the best team. Can't nobody tell me different.
we
Yeah,
we
yeah.
did.
When we was feisty, I don't know if they liked us though, but
Nope, probably not. I had to get up out of there before I got fired. So
I patiently waited for mine. I knew it was coming.
yep. So before we get off,
Mm.
I guess tell people like where they can follow you if you have anything coming up.
Yeah, okay. You can follow me on Instagram at Plant Bay Shay. So it's plant_bay_Shay with 3 Y's. And I'm on TikTok. My TikTok is Shay 25, but the first Shay has 2 Y's. The second Shay has 3 Y's, 25.
Hey, that's that creativity though.
I think they just gave me that name and I went with it. But
So
yeah, I'm on
perfect. Make sure y'all
Instagram.
follow
Yeah.
Shay on TikTok, Instagram.
Cookbook is coming soon. So it's a transitional vegan cookbook. So it doesn't have like all the super healthy vegan meals, but it has like those comfort meals to help people like slowly transition over because we used to eating those comfort foods and stuff like that. So I try to give people meals that they're used to and that are common to them to help them transition and get used to the taste of vegan food. So that's why I have a transitional cookbook that I am completing and I will be publishing soon.
Let me like no lie. Let me know when you drop it. I will do what I can to help promote it, and then I'll buy one too.
Yeah.
Assuming you can buy one virtual since you're
Yeah. I'm
not
gonna
in
do
Michigan
virtual or
anymore.
hard copy. So yes. Be on the lookout for that for sure.
Y'all, thank you for listening to that podcast. Thank you for listening to Shayna's story. One thing that motivated me about Shayna is her ability to just decide something and then do it. I feel like I have that, but for her to go 90 days on a juice fast when I can only make 6, like to me, that is super encouraging. If I could say one thing to the viewer, I would say that you are more powerful than you think. You can make decisions for yourself to change your life. If you're a believer like me, don't try to do it by yourself. God has already put that power in you. If you have any questions that you want me to ask the next guest, regardless of who it is, or if you want to ask me something, you can email to livegoodfeelbetterpodcast@gmail.com. Now, I know we're not big yet, but somebody just email. Mama, brother, cousin, somebody, email, all right? So, with that being said, you can also DM us on Instagram, and the question that you ask might get answered in the next episode. All right, with that being said, we are out. Even though, I'm actually going to end with this. That was the first episode I ever recorded. Shout out to Shayna for being the first person that I interviewed for this podcast. Even if she's not the first episode, there were some kinks that I was working through just on the technical side. And, just getting some nerves out because I've never done this before. So I'll leave y'all with that encouragement. Even if you feel like you're not ready, do it anyway. You don't have to be fully ready. Just do it. Don't worry about how you might be perceived. Don't worry if you come off corny or unprepared even. I feel like I was a little unprepared. Just do it. Just do it. All right? With that being said, I will see y'all on the next episode. Peace. Ambition, I'ma go after. Obstacles, it don't matter. All action, low chatter, won't slow down, I'ma go faster. More goals that I'll try. Let's scroll on Wi-Fi. No fast food in my gut. More sunshine, cause I'm outside. Only time speaking vocally is in the song, then you gon' see. Every single thing pan out like my wife cooking and we bout to eat. Bank accounts with interest. Stocks up when I invest. No updates on my timeline. Could care less if you impress. My vision board on Pinterest. I'm praying more when I get stressed. I'm making sure that my kids set. My 2 boys, they been next. Took a break, I'ma get going. I was moving quiet like the wind blowing. Now I'm stomping for my dreams. And I promise you there's no more tiptoeing. Cause ambition, I'ma go after. Obstacles, it don't matter. All action, low chatter, won't slow down, I'ma go faster. More goals that I'll try. Let's scroll on Wi-Fi. No fast food in my gut. More sunshine, cause I'm outside. More sunshine, cause I'm outside. Better catch these dreams, it's about time.